Hello, hello, this is Jennifer Sinceri, and I am a Stampin' Up! Independent demonstrator as I'm tripping over my tongue. I'm just trying to get a few things situated here. Let me get things set up on my laptop. Trying to get it so that I can see your comments. There we go. All right, happy Friday, everyone. It is September 23rd, 2022, and I am on tonight. I am going to make one card with you this evening, and we're going to revisit Soft Seedlings. We made some cards with it last week, and then tonight is going to be totally different techniques that we are going to do. Could you please give me a comment? Let me know that you're here. I see the live button, but I just want to make sure everything's working here. If you are watching, would you give me a comment? Let me know that you can see me. Also, can you give me a thumbs up or a heart on the video? I would really appreciate that. Would love for you to share the video also on your social media. That would be wonderful. Hi, Shelly. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know everything's working. Oh, thank you for the love. Let me tell you, it's been a difficult week. Lots going on. Today was a really hard day at work, too. So I am really glad that it is the weekend, friends. I am planning on staying in my pajamas most of the day tomorrow. And I am going to stamp in my craft room. Hi, Lori. Hello. Thank you so much for the love. Yeah, I am going to do some stamping therapy this weekend. And staying in my jammies and playing in my craft room. I'm going to be prepping for next week's class. But I am looking forward to just creating. And so anyway... Oh, I'm sorry to hear, Lori, that you have been having a rough week too. Yeah, a lot of you saw I had lost a friend this week. She passed away very unexpectedly. And then yesterday and today, I've just had a really rough time with a particular student, and just really tough, really tough. So this weekend, it's all about refreshing and relaxing and rejuvenating and refilling my bucket. And I am going to play in my craft room, right? That's why we love stamping. It is such a good therapy. It's something that we enjoy doing, and it relieves stress. At least it does for me. All right, tonight we are making one card. I only have one card for you, but I'm going to show you a couple techniques. If you are new to following me, or watching my video, I should say, please make sure that you follow. And that way you will get notifications every time I go live. I go live usually on Friday nights. Shelly, that's so sweet of you. It might be a PJ party if you come over. I don't know if you're up to that. So let's see. I said we're going to play with Soft Seedlings again. I played with it last week, but we're going to do some new techniques with it. Okay? This is page 53 in the holiday catalog. Let me also show you some other products that I'm going to use from the annual catalog. I've tried to mark things. Okay, so I am going to use some blending brushes tonight. If you are not familiar with those, It's on page 129 in the annual catalog. And you get a set of 3 of these awesome brushes. And they are $12.50. Okay? I use them a lot. And then another item that you're going to see tonight, white glittered organdy ribbon. This is my favorite ribbon, and I'm going to show you why. You get 10 yards for $8.50. That's on page 146. I am also using the double oval punch. That's $19. It's on page 154. And I am going to use some of the scallop contour dies. I'm actually using this one right here, which is my go-to. I use it all the time. You get 8 dies for $35. It does have a stamp set that it coordinates with. And then I've also pulled Time Worn Type 3D Embossing Folder. It's $10 on page 177. Okay? I think that's all. I think that's it. Okay, one of my favorite colors is Rich Razzleberry. All right? So let me show that to you. Last week we played with Blackberry Bliss, and this week we're going to use Rich Razzleberry. We're also going to pull in some more pumpkin pie, some soft suede, the Rich Razzleberry, and Granny Apple Green. All right, so those are the colors that we're going to play with tonight. Shoot me a comment. Tell me which one out of the 4 is your favorite color in the comments. I love to hear what colors everyone loves. And then we are going to be using a full sheet of white cardstock. Okay, so I'm getting that ready. And I am going to be using the big main stamp from Soft Seedlings. Okay, this is the only one I'm actually using. And what we're going to do is create our own designer series paper on this piece of cardstock. Okay, so I'm going to start with Rich Razzleberry. And I'm going to ink up my stamp. When I have big stamps like this, I usually flip it over and I put the ink pad on top. That way I can make sure that I'm getting everything really good. Okay? And we're just going to make a collage. Oops, go this way. We're just going to add a couple on here in this color. Any old way. Doesn't matter. Yes, Shelly, you do need to get the stamp set. You told me last week it was going to be on your list, that I enabled you. All right, we've got 4 of those. And then I am going to wash off my stamp with our simple chamois. Just wetten it, moisten it, and you can get off the ink. I use a one of our stamp cases. We sell those and keep it in there. Now let's throw in some pumpkin pie. So yes, give me a comment and let me know which color is your favorite out of the 4 I showed you. Rich Razzleberry, pumpkin pie, Granny Apple Green, or soft suede. They are rich colors. I agree with you, Shelley. So just let me know if I'm not making sense. Just let me know. Let's see, I'll go here. My brain is kind of fried after the week I've had, so bear with me, guys. But I wanted to come on and spend some time with you guys. That's one of the highlights of my week, is spending time with you. I love coming on and interacting with you and sharing stamping with you guys. So Shelly says pumpkin pie is her favorite. I think out of the 4, probably Rich Razzleberry is my favorite, because I'm a purple kind of girl. But gosh, I really do like Granny Apple Green and pumpkin pie too. Oranges and yellows are such happy colors to me. All right, let's clean this off. Don't want to contaminate, right? So after you've used your simple chamois, what I do is I just put it in the sink, run it under the water, you know, squeeze it out, and just get the excess ink out. Warm water. Some people throw it in the washing machine. I feel like that might break it apart. I am going to have to replace a couple of mine because they've had a lot of use, and I can tell that they're starting to wear down. But I've had mine for at least 5 years. Now, the stamp, this might look to you like it's not inked all the way. That is the stamp, okay? It's just the way that this stamp is. It's got the space right in here that is lighter. It's just the texture on the stamp. And I'll even show it to you like this. See how this part's lighter and then this is darker? So it's the stamp. It's not the inking process. So if you feel like, oh, it's not coming out the way I want, it's just the stamp. That's the way it is. Now, some of this is going to overlap, and that's totally okay. All right, I want to put one here too. And let's get some green over here. Okay. And then we're going to go in with soft suede. But first, let's wash. Okay. Feel free to move your paper to make it work for you. I'm going to turn around and get some of these guys in there. Like that. Soft suede's your favorite of the browns. It is a very pretty brown. I think I feel like we need something there. Okay, let me turn this and get a little bit over there. All right, so I've filled this up really well. Okay. And yes, it's overlapping, and that's totally fine. Now, I am using, where'd he go? I'm using, there it is. This particular die, okay? You can get several out of these, unless you're wanting certain colors in it. Like if you're wanting all 4 colors, then you're going to move it around. But you can get probably 1, 2, 3, probably 6 on here. When I cut mine, I did one already just to save time. And I had hardly any wasted paper. Let's see, how many did I get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had 5. And I'm looking, let me show you my scraps just so you can see. I was trying to get a little bit more of the color. I did have a little bit there, but that wouldn't have been enough. So maybe about 5. There's hardly any scraps left. That was really the biggest piece. So about 5 it looks like. You can get 5 pieces out of it. All right. And I'm going to pull one that's got all the colors in it, which I think they all do. Okay, here we go. So make sure you burnish. I like to have a nice burnished crease. And then I've taken another piece of rich razzleberry and I ran it through that time-worn script, if you guys can see that, okay? I think that's what it's called. And it's just 1/4 of an inch smaller. Okay, so we're going to adhere this. And I'm going to use this silicone mat because I am going to be doing something with my blending brush and I really don't want my placemat gluey. So this is great for keeping your workspace not sticky. The adhesive just rubs off, really. Okay, let me hold that up so you can see. Hopefully I didn't put it upside down. Here we go. You can just see the texture on there. Okay. All right. Now, we've got this piece. Isn't that beautiful? I just love it. And then I took our double oval punch and I cut the scalloped in rich razzleberry. And then I cut the white label, the label in white. And I pulled this sentiment. It's called Endlessly Grateful. I pulled that from this one, Very Best Occasions. And this is in the holiday catalog. It has love you, mean it, thinking of you, you make my life happier, sending you smiles for every moment of your special day. With a little more sparkle and a little less stress, let's make this Christmas the very best. Happy birthday. You're the best ever. Love you, miss you. With comfort and love, endlessly grateful. May you enjoy the warmth of family this season. May your days be happy, your heart be light, your Christmas merry, and the new year bright. So there's a few Christmassy ones here, but there's also some sentiments that are for year-round, all occasions. And I really highly recommend this because it's great to have. Sometimes we need a couple different happy birthdays for the size, right? Like sometimes I need something small to fit on my punch, or sometimes I need something a little bit bigger to fill up a die. So it's good to have, even if it's the same sentiment, a couple different sizes. It's something to think about, okay? It's okay to have duplicate sentiments. Okay, now, let's pull my ribbon. I was so glad this carried over because I use it all the time. It's great to have white ribbon, especially sheer, because you can make this any color you want it to be. If you look at our annual catalog, we have a lot of neutral colors and not a lot of other colors. It's just mostly neutral. So here's a little trick. Now, people used to take ribbon and dye it in re-inker, and then you'd have to let it dry. I've got another way that I feel like is way easier. Just take your ink pad, take your blending brush, and swipe it on your ribbon. Ta-da! And because this is sheer, it goes to both sides. If you want it darker, you can do the back side. You can keep adding color till you get it the darkness you want. And it's not, as I'm wiping it off my finger, it's not a super messy process. I like this a lot better. Just takes, you know, you need to let this dry. Hold it there so you can see the color. Just need to let it dry. It won't take as long to dry. I rub my hand on it, a little bit's coming off. So you just want to let it dry before you tie your bow, okay? I love this ribbon. Like I said, you can make any color that you want doing this technique. All right, now to save time, I already colored a strip of ribbon and I did it for the length that I felt I needed to make a bow, okay? And let's put some of our pieces together. Move that out of the way. It's got a little bit of sparkle on it, so that's fun. Okay, we're going to put our sentiment on. I stamped the sentiment with the soft suede instead of black. And I am going to tie a bow around this piece. I probably have more ribbon than I need, but I wanted to make sure I had enough that was colored to make my bow. All right. Hi, Stacy. Happy Friday. Hi, Deanna. Happy Friday. Thanks for hopping on and commenting. And if you're watching the replay, if you're not here for the live, but you're watching the replay later on YouTube or my Facebook channel, welcome. I'm glad that you're here also. Let's see if I can get this bow to work. If my hands want to cooperate tonight. I'm trying to get it so it's a little on the tight side and doesn't feel tight. So let me, what I need to do is I'm going to put some adhesive here to hold it in place. Let's do that. Okay, so for those of you that are just hopping on, I just colored my ribbon with a blending brush. I think I want it to go up a little higher. Let's go a little higher. Okay. So I love these scallop contour dies. I use them literally all the time. I think I'm just going to do a little knot there so that it doesn't have gaposis. And then I'll do my bow. Okay. So Deanna, you've got 95 degrees. Hi, Linda. Happy Friday. Yeah, I need to move that over just a bit. There we go. Let's move it to the side without ripping anything. Sorry guys, I'm just butterfingers tonight. I think I've used up all my brain power this week. So bear with me. There we go. And this is like the focal point of my card is this bow. Okay. And we're going to trim those sides. Let me move it this way. you guys don't have this sparkly organdy ribbon, you gotta get some, because like I said, you can make any color with it. Any color. And I need a little bit of adhesive down here to hold this ribbon. Just a smidget, or you could use a glue dot, just so it'll lay. There we go. And we're going to pop that up with some dimensionals. Oh. Oops, come on. So I told everybody I am probably going to spend the weekend in my pajamas and stamp, other than going to church. What are you guys going to do this weekend? What are your plans? I would like to go to Apple Hill in Placerville, but I don't know if I'm gonna be up to it. I don't know. We'll just see. We will see. Might have to be another weekend. Sometimes you just need a weekend to not go anywhere and do anything and just be, right? Let's make sure I've got my card opening the right way. Come on, there we go. All right. Okay, and then we're going to add our sentiment up there. For those of you that are local to me, my next face-to-face class is not this weekend, but next weekend, October 1st. And the theme is autumn. We're going to have a couple all-occasion cards that are autumn themed, and I might throw in a Christmas card or two to get you started. Actually, my customers have already been getting started, so I shouldn't say that. To keep you rolling with that. All right, now I am going to stamp and get ready our piece that goes on the inside, but I need to cut my paper, so let me do that. Grab my paper trimmer. Okay, 4 inches, 5 1/4. Okay, so let's see. I think I'm going to leave it blank. I'm not going to put a sentiment on the inside because I like to write in my cards, but I am going to put a little stamping in there. So let's clean off our leaf, because I can't remember what color I did last. Next weekend, Deanna, you're having your big Oktoberfest. That sounds delightful. And your kids are coming. Now, your kids are in Elk Grove, aren't they? I believe you said your kids are in Elk Grove or Sacramento. I can't remember. But you are out of state. Okay, let's do some orange. This. And then I'm going to wipe that off. And let's get some rich raspberry. If you haven't already liked or given me a heart on the video, I would really appreciate that. And if you haven't shared the video, that always helps me too. So I appreciate when you guys do that for me. Helps other people find me. So this is a very easy card, not complicated at all. The toughest part was tying the bow. And I know a lot of you guys get out of that. You use bow makers or don't use bows at all. Let's put some green maybe in this corner. Okay, but not too much. Just a little bit. There we go. I'm getting carried away. All right. Oh, the grandson lives in Sacramento. Okay. Oh, he lived in Sacramento. Got it. Got it, got it, got it. Okay. All right, so next Saturday I have a class. And I can't believe it's going to be October next Saturday. I just can't believe it. This year, I'm not even used to writing 2022, and this year is almost over already. Crazy. Okay, I have enough room that I can be writing in there, and even if I write on top of the inked leaves, that's okay. And then there's the front of my card. So we made our own designer series paper, and then I showed you how to color your ribbon using an ink pad and your blending brush. I hope you like this card. We've got the dry embossing, and then we used the fun double oval punch. Super easy. I think this is a great card for any level stamper. All right, thanks for joining me, everyone. I'm hoping that you will have a wonderful weekend doing something that you love. If you're going to be placing an order, I do ask that you use this host code unless your order is $150. There are some September weekly deals that are still available. This is the last week of those weekly specials. We still have the perfectly paired dies that are available to the end of September. Also, if you have not thought about subscribing to Paper Pumpkin, this month that we are in right now, so it's the September to October 10th season or rotation. October 10th is the last day to subscribe, and it's our holiday, our Christmas card kit. It's always the most popular kit. Now, the sunflower kit was amazingly more popular than they expected, okay? And it is going to go in our kit collection. We have been told it will come back in the kit collection because there were so many people that wanted refills and couldn't get them. But our Christmas card kit is always the most popular kit. And so you're not going to want to miss out on that. You have until October 10th to subscribe. The lovely thing about that is you make an account and you pay. It will charge your card. And then when you see the next sneak peek, if you decide that you don't want it, you can suspend, which means that you pause your subscription and then you just reactivate it when you see a kit that you want. You're not charged. Or you cancel. There's really no penalties for any of that. It's the most easiest subscription I've ever had, and I'm not saying that because I sell Stampin'. I have had subscriptions where they have made it so difficult to cancel. You can't figure it out, or you're fined a fee, and that doesn't happen. You just make your account, you go in, and I adjust my numbers all the time. Sometimes I skip a month, sometimes I add more kits, sometimes I decrease the kits. It is so easy. So there's really no penalties. It's incredibly easy, and I know I've said that like 3 times, but it is. And any of you that are watching that are Paper Pumpkin subscribers, because I think there are some of you that are, you can go ahead and tell me in the comments, or tell everybody else in the comments, that I'm telling the truth, right? It is so easy, and it really is worth the price. Off the top of my head, I want to say now with tax, it's like $24.95. I can't remember exactly. There's a price, and it includes shipping, and then they add on tax. So I think when I get charged, it's not quite $25. It's 24 something when I'm charged per kit. And that includes an ink spot, a stamp set. You get a block with your first kit, adhesives, and all the consumables that you need for the kits. They include everything. So, I mean, you're getting an exclusive stamp set plus ink, everything you need to make the cards. And this kit, this holiday Christmas card kit, makes 9 cards. And then the kit that's going to come after that, that will be November's kit, is going to be gift tags. And they are supposed to coordinate. So I'm super excited. The Christmas card kit, like I said, is always the most popular, and it usually sells out. So you're going to want to subscribe if you aren't already a subscriber. Really is a great activity to do with friends and family, grandkids, whatnot. So just wanted to give you that little plug. Don't miss out. You have till October 10th to sign up for that. And you'll see information on my business page for it as well. Okay, guys, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to go eat my dinner, and have a wonderful weekend. Love you all. And I hope that you stay safe and stay healthy and get some stamping in. Okay? All right. See you soon. Bye-bye.